Hey Soup, welcome back. It's Claytano, and today we're going to be talking about the top arena defenses and why they work. Now, before we get into that, though, I just wanted to show you guys I got another dragon. This one's blue and super cute, right? Look at him. Look at him standing next to my other fire dragon. Anyway, so today I want to talk about something kind of important, okay? It's something important because there's been a change in the arena lately, and I want you guys to be aware of it, okay? It's a shift in the meta, hence the thumbnail that you guys saw previously. Basically, everything as far as like stall arena defenses, arenas, and just everything trying to stall you out, that is like no longer a valid arena defense. So just don't do that anymore because it's not really gonna work, because people have taken a year to adapt to it, but finally everybody has. So just don't do it anymore. Like, take all the runes off of your arena, like just remove it, okay? Because it's shifting into more of like a mid-range speed arena defense meta that's gonna be giving you the best results. So just to kind of move forward and give you guys an idea, let's see if we can find any examples of what I'm talking about. Okay, so OMG Leo. Okay, I don't have any invites. Let's use some invites. Okay. Again, I still have no problems using crystals on wings because my towers aren't maxed yet. So anything trying to get my towers maxed, I still feel like it's worth it. And you guys should think in the same kind of manner as well. Plus, when people say, okay, I don't want to waste crystals on refreshing arena like during the rush hour, I think that's stupid too, because if you spend 30 crystals and go up a rank, you get 50 crystals back. Like, if you look at the weekly rewards here, you get between like fighter and conqueror 1, okay, you'll get 50 crystals back. So if you spend one refresh to get one crystal or like 50 crystals back, you gain 20 crystals. If you spend 2 to get up another rank, that's 10 crystals to get an extra rank higher. Still, why not do that? Plus you get 10 crystals to get all of the arena points back, all of the glory points to buy your buildings. So that's still worth it. Same thing, going up all the ranks. If you're Conk 2 and if you refresh twice to get Conk 3, worth it. And then going up to Guardian, it's actually a 100-point jump between Guardian 1, Guardian 2, and Guardian 3. So 300 crystals. You could spend 4 refreshes to get from Guardian 1 to Guardian 2, and it's still gonna be worth it. So don't hesitate to spend those refreshes to get Guardian. It's really worth it. Like, trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it in the long run. You guys will thank me later. And I don't want to hear anybody saying, I don't want to rush because I don't want to spend crystals. Okay, that's BS. It's BS, so stop. I don't want to hear it. But let's take a look at some defenses, and I'll show you guys what I mean by the meta shift. Typically, this one is a really good example of a meta shift. And as you guys can see, this is OMG Leo. Like, for me, I don't really know exactly how to beat this team other than hoping that this guy derps. Really, that's the only thing, because if I outspeed him using like a fast team like this, I'm gonna outspeed, and then I'll kill maybe the Orion, maybe even not. I'll kill the Water Fairy King, and it'll come back to life, and then these two I won't be able to kill. Okay, so that's my dilemma there. If I try to use just a faster Bernard, then his Orion's still faster than my Bernard because he has that 33% leader skill. So when you guys are trying to make your speed defenses, make sure that for whatever range you're at, whether it's Conqueror, whether it's Fighter, whether it's Guardian, make sure that with the speed leader, that your attack bar booster is going to be faster than the average speed of Bernard's in your rank. So Guardian 3, you want it to be faster than at least 300 speed total. So Orion speed plus a 33% leader, you want it to be at least higher than 300 speed, because most people in G3 have a 300 speed Bernard, and if you give me a chance to double Lucian this where I can actually outspeed you without having to have a speed leader, then at that time it gives me much more play against this team, because I could probably kill all 3 of these guys with my 2 Lucians and then just finish off the Kumar with my Seek, as long as he doesn't like do anything weird and proc violent a million times. Okay, it gives me a lot more options. So if you're a Conqueror 2, I would say at least try to get plus around 280 Conqueror level. Actually, that's probably like Guardian 1, Guardian 2, right around 280. Conqueror, you could probably drop it down to like 270, but still there's a lot of fast Conquerors out there, so you guys gotta be careful. But just try to get it as high as possible, so that way you don't get double Lucianed. Okay, that's one thing that you want to watch out for. The second thing you want to watch out for when you're making a speed arena defense like this is that you don't want to have your team be so squishy that you can have half of your team die on one single turn from one Lucian. A lot of players get into that rut where they have, not tanky enough, so I kill their speed booster and I kill their main attack damage dealer with one Lucian, and it leaves me with just some cleanup work, and I don't have to worry about dying after that, because I have enough survivability with the revive. I have enough speed to go multiple times in a row to your 1, where I can eventually wear you down and kill you in a couple extra turns, which isn't any sort of deterrent at all. So that's 2 things you guys gotta be careful about when you're making a speed arena defense. Okay. Secondly, you're gonna want to have some sort of buff stripper like this, like Orion. If you don't have a full team AoE buff stripper, then Orion's your next best bet. If you don't have anything like that, just look at all of your monsters and see if there's anything that is going to be removing buffs. That's, maybe even like the, what do you call them? The Archangels. They all remove buffs on their first turn. So having something like that and having an AoE threat just to stun one of those monsters, that's going to give you a better option as well. And I'm sorry I'm talking a lot, but I'm going to show you guys how this is not going to work and how he kind of covers all of those things that I've been showing you with this one arena defense. So I'll show you that his Orion is faster. Again, this is going to lose. Trust me, guys, it's going to lose. But I'm doing this for YouTube to show you guys why this arena defense is actually legitimate. Actually, wow, so he lowered the speed on his Orion. I'm telling you he did. But let's see, because I think his Water Fairy King is gonna kill my Seek, which is gonna be bad because I got 2 fire monsters that I'm gonna need to kill, and I don't think I'll be able to. We'll see. If I can kill Kumar, then I'll be okay. But his Water Fairy King is gonna kill my Seek. Yeah, it's dead. Okay. Alright, so I'm in a bad situation right now. I don't think I'm gonna be able to still beat it, so that Kumar is pretty much, that's his like saving grace. Yeah, my Bernard versus his thing, that's not gonna work. Okay, so you kind of understand how that worked because he had enough fire elements in there, and if you guys watch my How to Rune videos, like that's super important to have fire element on your arena defense for that exact reason. There's no need to show you guys the faster one because it's even less of a chance to win because again the fire element. If I would have landed a couple more crits on the Chiwu, okay, maybe I would have won, but again, just the fire element there is pretty overpowered, so I can't Lucian it. So then what do? I gotta resort back to probably a cleave team. Probably a cleave team. He had Will on his Orion and his Kumar, so I can't like have a speed boost with the cleave because then I wouldn't be able to kill the amount of people, and I'm pretty sure that his Orion would go in between my speed boost and my 3 monsters. So if you're trying to take that approach to kill it, make sure that your monsters are speed tuned with your buffer so that way this doesn't happen. Really, this is the this is about the only option that I have to fight it. And hope that the Chiwu derps. That's a good option. Chiwus actually tend to derp a lot, if this will focus again. There it goes. So he removed that. He's gonna be not derping, so he's gonna stun a couple people. Stun my Zeros, so yeah, he's in a good spot right now. His defense is in a really good spot right now. If I kill the Fairy King, he's gonna kill my Zeros, so I don't want that to happen. I'm just gonna try to kill the Orion because I don't want to worry about that. He's got me on this one again. So you see how this kind of takes care of all these different types of defenses with just that. Now if I kill the Fairy King, he's gonna kill my whole team, so it's really done from this point on. Of course, with this type of defense, it's not like realistic for a lot of people to make because they don't have these types of monsters. But you can kind of see what I mean there. Now, for this defense, it's really not that scary. I would probably cleave it before I Lucian it, but because it has the HP lead, because it has the 2 fire monsters, I think we probably won't be able to Lucian it. Again, this is not a stall defense. This is a mid-range comp where it has some survivability, it has some sort of offense back or rebuttal so that way it can kill your team, because it has the defense break, it has the Perna, and let's go ahead and I want to Lucian it first because that's the lesser chance that I would win. I'm pretty sure that I would be able to beat it with a cleave team because I would just let them go first, have my full will team, then remove the will, and then cleave it with 2 monsters or 3 monsters, Galleon plus my 2 nukers. So I'm interested to see if I can actually Lucian it, but we'll take a look. We'll just see. Now I really need to make sure that I kill this guy, and this guy the first turn. Which looks like it is probably gonna happen. Yeah. So now we're in a good spot. Probably won't lose going forward after this. Pretty much just auto. So he had the 2 fire monsters there for illusion deterrent, but even just having the 1 Perna and the Voladril, it's just, you can see it's not enough. Voladril didn't have enough HP to not get killed on the first turn, so not much to say about that. Okay, so this one. Again, this is kind of like the same idea of the other one as far as OMG Leos. This is Ailings. He doesn't have an Orion. He has a Bernard instead, which is, I would say, about the same in this situation because he has the Praha already, which is fine. Like that's enough. I'm not going to kill him with a single Lucian, and since it's Bernard instead, there's no way that my Bernard's going to go faster than his Bernard with a 33% speed leader. I'm trying to think if there's any other way around it. Like, this is, if I did this, I would, if my Bernard was faster than him, then I would be able to kill the Bernard and this one on the first turn, but then this would come back up to life. The Praha would heal it, and I wouldn't be able to kill the Perna in one shot, so there would still be enough to kill me left over. So kind of the same thing as OMG Leos, but just a little bit different monsters to kind of give you guys a perspective of how it's pretty much the same arena defense, just using different monsters, and it works just as well. Okay? Let's take a look at some others here. So this one is, I wouldn't say this is Lucianable. I'd say it has some game against a cleave team like this because it has the Triton that's gonna, you know, mess up my attack bars. So I think that's very valuable. As long as your Bernard's faster than the other person, you should be okay. And then you got the Perna there that's not going to die to the first one. Again, this is really kind of the same strategy as both of the other arena defenses, just with completely different monsters. Again, you have the Perna that's not going to die to the first Lucian because it's fire. You have the AoE buff strip to get rid of the cleaves, and you have the fast team here that's not going to be able to get double Lucianed because it's faster than the Bernards. And then it's not going to be able to get single Lucianed because you got that. So it's kind of got everything all taken care of in this arena defense. The only thing that would happen is, you know, Tiana players, when they're attacking, they have a little bit of a different type of advantage, because if this were to happen where he were to remove the buffs, as long as Tiana doesn't get stunned, then Tiana's gonna just remove all the buffs on your team and then go and attack forward beyond that. But I'll show you guys how it kind of works. I'll show you guys the cleave, because this is my best chance to beat this arena defense, is hoping that I still have enough people left over after Triton goes that I'll be able to get my combo off. Okay, so Triton derped with his second skill, which happens quite a bit because he has 3 skills to choose from. He's got his first skill, he's got his third skill, and his second skill, and he just decided to use his second skill this time, so I mean, that's about it. You can see how easily that was taken down just by having Triton derp. If Triton didn't derp, it could have been a whole nother story, trust me. Whole nother story. This one, for this, I mean, it's kind of, it's mid-range, I would say, still. It's still mid-range. The double healer's a little weird. I would probably want to see something different besides the Chaseun, but not my favorite AD. I'd probably lose to it still either way. This one's not my favorite either. There's not much threat to this one. I would just double Lucian it, and I know that the Vermos and the Annabelle are going to be dead, and I would just have to worry about these two next. There's really not much else to worry about. As you can see, pretty easy peasy, right? Like, these two don't have enough to make me want to be like, okay, I don't want to play this game anymore, right? I don't want to fight you. No, it's just, I don't know, not my favorite. Again, you saw it took like what, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Let's just take a look at one more here. This one, I just made a video on how to ruin Sekhmet, so this is exactly the kind of comp that would force me into not wanting to fight this composition. The reason why is because if I were to go with this team, my Triton, trying to remove the will from Chloe, this Sekhmet is going to go before my Triton and remove my team. Only Tiana users would probably not have a problem with it, as long as their Tiana was faster than the Sekhmet. If the Sekhmet was about the same speed as the Chloe, or even faster than the Chloe, so that way it originally takes off the will runes and puts the Tiana on cooldown, then this would be crazy. But I'm thinking, who is this? Aristerio? I might be able to Lucian it. I'll try it just to see if this is possible, because as long as I kill these two guys, we should be okay. But I'm not sure what that, I don't know. I don't think you can Lucian this either. This is a good arena defense. It has the defense breaks. It has it's the mid-range is what I'm talking about. This is the mid-range style composition. So I'll Lucian it just to show you guys to see how it works, and then I'll also use Cleave if I lose, so that way you guys can see how the Fire Desert Queen works as well. Okay, so I'm faster than the Chloe, but as you can see, like exactly what I was saying, his Fire Dairy Queen, Desert Queen, is faster than the Chloe as well. I'm guessing it's probably faster than most Tianas, so that's exactly what you're looking to do, and it seems to be working for him. So let's just take a look. And this will be the last defense that I showed today. Yes, the fact that the Desert Queen died that easily shows you that he was built for speed. He was like a Bernard, where he just put all of the fastest speed runes that he could possibly find on his Desert Queen. And then it's like a tank Milla, because it's not. I would see this being a lot more effective with a non-take Milla, somebody that's gonna actually do damage instead. Because if he didn't do damage, or if he did do damage, that would have been dead a long time ago, and it wouldn't have given me any option of coming back. And I'm pretty sure my Lucians and my Bernard will be able to take it down just by autoing. Because he's not doing any damage to me, even when he crits. But I could be wrong. He might actually proc violent enough to kill me. Would he? Would he? Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? No, it didn't happen. Aw, sad face. Sad face. Alright, so that's about that. Yeah, guys, just do me a favor, don't use the stall anymore. It's just inefficient right now. A lot of people know how to counter it, and it's not going to get you in the Guardian. It's not going to get you into Conqueror. Try the mid-range comp for the next couple weeks. I know it might take some reruning, but for free rune removal, it's coming up here pretty soon, and this might help you guys out. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If this helped you guys, I'm saying guys a lot, just ignore that. But if this helped, go ahead and click the like button. Also subscribe so you don't miss the next episode of Top Arena Defenses and Why They Work. And I'll see you guys next time, right? Stay soupy, don't be potatoes, and peace later. Bye-bye.